Hello, folks, and welcome to Super Sunday, where we look at any beer, wine, liquor, soft drink, iced tea, hot or cold coffee, whatever you want to drink. All right, Hawaiian punch, but most people bring beer, but it's up to you. So today on Super Sunday, I have a beer from Arizona. It was sent to me by Mo. Thank you, Mo. In Arizona, he sent it to me. We've never gotten them in Louisiana. I wish we would. So I'll go get it right now. I have it in the fridge, and I'll be right back. Okay. Now this one is called Desert Daydream Hazy IPA. And it is brewed by Four Peaks Brewing Company in Tempe, Arizona. You can get it in bottles or cans or on draft. Good morning, Friar Tuck. Good to hear from you. I'm glad you're watching. All right, so I'm gonna do a pour. I'm gonna do a pour, and then I'll do a screen share. It's pretty clear. They say it's a hazy, but it's pretty clear. I guess after the swish and pour, it'll haze up. Pretty clear yellow gold with a thick, slightly off-white head under good light. It's pretty white. Okay. Here it is. Desert Daydream Hazy IPA. We said we would never brew a hazy IPA. We lied. This delightfully cloudy ale is brewed with oats and flaked Sonoran white wheat. Then is dry hop not once but twice with Sabro and Mosaic hops for intensely juicy flavors of guava, kiwi, and passion fruit. Embrace the haze. We did. Well, I don't know if they totally embraced it, but they sort of embraced it. All right. Available in bottles, cans, the tall stovepipe cans, and draft. 6.5% alcohol, 21 bitterness units. So very low bitterness for an India Pale Ale, maybe more like a pale ale. All right. So the aroma. They have those fruity things that they were talking about. And you get the pale malt, like the white bread. 35-30. France is winning. I told my father, that's only 8 points. He was calling me like, they're getting killed. They're doing terrible, the women's basketball team. I said, well, it's only 8 points. Now it's only 5. All right. So the appearance is nice. Nothing amazing or anything. Okay. The aroma is enjoyable. Nice. Nothing amazing there. Let's go with the taste. Put the lamps on now. I don't put them on because it causes glare on the screen and it's hard to see the product, but I've already shown you the product. All right. Wow, I'd have gasped too. Valentine, Only time I've ever found Ballantine bottles or cans, I got both, was in well, we got Ballantine IPA in New Orleans, so I did find it in New Orleans, Ballantine IPA, but that didn't last. But the regular Ballantine ale, I found that in the Bronx. Only in the Bronx for some reason. Never saw it in Manhattan, never saw it in Queens. I can't explain that. Could there have been stores in Manhattan and Queens that had it? There probably are. Probably there are, but I didn't see it. And I was checking out a lot of stores, around there. So fruity flavor, a little bit of bread, low bitterness. It tastes more like a pale ale, really. They should call it a hazy pale ale, but they can't call it that anymore. They got to call everything an India pale ale. So as a pale ale, it's nice, mild, mellow. I'm gonna add you in just a second, beverage ramble. Like 2 out of 5 sugar cubes, so it's more dry than sweet. Bitterness is like 2.5 out of 5 hop cones, so it's not much bitterness, just a moderate amount. So finishes dry. It's a good product. It's well made, but they should be calling it Desert Daydream Hazy Pale Ale, not Desert Daydream India Pale Ale.
What's up, Mr. T? How you do?
I'm fine. I'm drinking this so-called IPA. You notice a lot of these IPAs, they really ought to call them pale ales instead of India pale ales.
Well, yeah, and like the one I have, I like I said, just because the style, you look at it and you say to yourself, okay, why does it say hazy, but it has that pale ale feel or taste to it,
Yeah.
And
I mean, pale ale
depends on the amount of the type of hops they're using as well too. So
it's all about the marketing, really. They want to call everything an India pale ale. That's what they really want to do. Now, mine did haze up. Now I'm going to show you one more thing. After I shook the can and poured it, you'll probably see how milky it got. Look, see that milkiness descending?
Right.
So that it had a lot of sediment at the bottom. There's your channel link. Good morning, gents.
All right.
That's not bad for our talk. Okay.
I have a beer that's been getting a lot of traction, especially over here in my area. I saw a 12-pack of this yesterday. I bought this with my brother. We were just kind of hanging out watching. I brought some food over, and with the kids, and we're watching the Olympics and the race, and of course the basketball game, which was a lot of fun watching that yesterday. And right now I'm watching the women play right now. But this is getting a lot of traction, a lot of looks here, and I bought a 12-pack of it. This is the Outlaw Mile High Light Beer from the folks down at Outlaw Brewing Company. This is a 4.2%. This is the beer doesn't really say much. It just says is that it's a refreshing, America deserves a new light beer. It's made with the oldest brewery in the state of Colorado. We craft light beer for the badass, beloved beer drinking patrons of this great nation.
I've never heard of this company.
Yeah. So if you go on the website, if you take a look, I did a review of this. I bought this at another liquor store over in Johns Creek, Georgia. And this one, I bought this yesterday over in Sewanee. And again, they had a 12-pack of this, which I was very surprised to find. It's a Tivoli Brewing Company out of Colorado. And I guess it's just a crisp, refreshing. That's according to what it says. It has, sipping on this, it's giving me a little of a vibe of maybe a bit of a cream ale, sort of a vibe that I'm getting right now. And I know, Jay, you've been very much not mocking, but I think you've mocked about some of these craft breweries now doing these light lagers and these craft style brews right now.
Yeah,
compete with the Buds and the Miller Lights of the world.
Well, the reason I was mocking them because it cost twice as much, and I never found that they tasted any better. That's all. And
that was my first when I saw this. I said $9.99 for a 12-pack. I said, well, that looks reasonable. That looks okay, compared to what you would see how some of these the packaging of some of these beers tend to be. They'll be like in a sixer, very rarely see them in a 12 pack, but more like in a sixer. And then you pay like what, $11.99, for it. And, it's like, wow, that's a little high for a adjunct and a light lager, what's going on here? So anyway, $9.99. I saw it. I said, all right, give it a shot. So here it is. What the beer looks like. Nice, good head, as you can see.
Looks darker than other American light beers.
Yeah. Morning, Dave. How you doing, man?
Morning.
So good head retention. So here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Nature Boy.
What are you presenting, Sean? Sorry, I was late.
Outlaw Mile High Light Lager.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. They're from a company called Tivoli Brewing Company based out of Colorado.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So, Jay, I could send you the link on the private chat, and maybe you can open it up.
I was showing it already.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad. Okay, sorry. So I'm looking at the website on my screen here. So, it's decent. It's decent. I did a review of it. It's decent, but I'm not really saying woo, wow, whatever. So I'll give my score coming up, but it's not giving me that. Hey, I'm gonna ditch this. I'm gonna ditch Natural Light and Busch Light and gravitate towards this. Not so fast, my friends. In the words of Lee Corso.
So it's kind of like that Montucky Cold Snacks.
Yeah,
it's good, but you're not really dying to go. But the reason I was buying Montucky Cold Snacks at the Tulane game is because it was the cheapest beer they had at the game, $3 a can. So I bought it.
What happened to the guy?
They had Miller High Life, and they also had PBR there for the same price.
Not this past season. Not the past season. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't see it. I didn't see that, so I would have bought it.
Remember, we went to 2 games. I bought Miller High Life.
No, I remember the Montucky Cold Snacks.
Okay, so yeah, that's my thoughts. I'll give my score coming up.
All right, this morning we're doing an examination of Natural Light by the Anheuser-Busch. This beer was introduced with Michelob back in the day, alongside of Michelob Regular, before Michelob Ultra or Michelob Light. And it's got a lot of characteristics that those two beers have. There is a slight flavor imbalance, I guess you could say, between a Michelob Ultra or Light and this one. This one is more cleaner. It doesn't have that classic little kiss of a Michelob flavor, but it's 4.2% alcohol. I get this for about the same price as what you're drinking, John. I get 15 packs here for $11.99. So,
yeah,
15 price.
Yeah. Natty runs for about $11.99, 15 pack. You can also get.
So we get the same price.
Yeah, you got the 18 pack. Go through.
I need to get my charger.
And,
I can get the Natural Light at Dollar General for $10.99. 15 pack.
Yeah. Natty Light has always been good. It's always been refreshing to me. I've always liked.
Well, thank you, Ron, once again for one up at me on $1 charge that I'll have to drive 20 miles to go pick up and save that $1.
Thank you for what?
Thank you. Thank you for one up at me on the price that I had to drive 20 miles to equal.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. But you got a Dollar General close to you. You might be able to get it for the same price.
Unfortunately, all my Dollar Generals don't sell beer or wine. Unfortunately.
Oh, that is too good.
Bruh. Life is too short for me to drop all over Southeast Louisiana for a couple of nickels.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I'll stop and get one. If I drop past and I see it. What you got on your head there, Drewski?
Well, the only thing that anybody should ever have on their head I didn't
Sweet.
want to bother. I'm
A
not
couple of those.
bothering you guys. I'm not bothering anybody. But this is the only thing that anybody should ever have
Okay.
on their heads.
Now wait. Now what product are you bringing today?
All
Benchmark.
right, benchmark.
Just
Okay. Well, we'll get to you in a minute. We'll get to you in a minute.
Again, I was saying, you know, $11.99 in my area, Jay. You get it for $10.99 in your area. That's great. That's fantastic. I'll stop on the side of the road and get this anywhere for the same price.
Again, see how long? 47. Yeah, 47 years going strong. This beer is, and is just a wonder. Still an enjoyment to have.
It's just a clean
yes.
beer. I mean, you can get it for what? I mean, still less than $1 a can.
Yeah.
It's actually older. It's actually a year older than Michelob Light. Do you see a mistake? Do you see a mistake on the website here?
I see a mistake on the website.
Natural Light. You have to expand. Let's see. I have to pull mine up to see it.
No, can you make it bigger?
whole milk. Whole-
Can you expand the whole? It says it's a wheat ale.
Yeah, all American wheat ale. What in the
Wow,
world?
that's crazy.
It's not a wheat ale.
No.
Somebody must have been drinking Natural Light.
It's not a wheat ale.
Or maybe drinking natural ice, putting that info up there.
Probably Natty Daddy.
I mean, unless they changed the recipe, of course.
No,
I know it's corn, right? They use corn in this one, don't they?
It's just a mistake.
And what is it about natural ice? An ale? Natural ice and ale?
No.
Look, this one says Act Natural. What is that all about? Go back. It says Act Natural. What's under the pink can? Another surprise?
No, they got that one right.
Strawberry lemonade. Okay.
Oh, Starburst. Yeah, I saw that in the store. Starburst. What in the world?
Did you try it?
No, dude, I saw Starburst and I saw the other day I saw the hell was it? Oh my god, I was
No.
dude, they're coming out with everything, dude. I mean they did Mountain Dew. Now
Yeah,
they're
now
doing
there's the
and-
hard Mountain Dew. Yeah.
yeah, and there was another one. I forget what it was, but there
I
was
agree.
another-
I mean, if you pull this beer up side by side and put it against Mick Ultra, because that seems to be the darling beer out there. And if you do a blind taste test, you're not going to be able to taste the difference between these two. I'm almost certain that these two beers are almost identical. The only difference is price.
No. And that's it. The price between these two, I would pick Natural Light.
And how many people snub this beer? They're like, "Oh no,
No, that's a cheap beer. Yeah, that's a cheap beer. I wouldn't drink it. I drink Bud Light. Bud Light.
Yeah,
Bud Light's so much better. I'm like, yeah.
and made by the same company."
Hey guys, if you go to Urban Dictionary, there's a website called Urban Dictionary, you type in Natural Light, you'll see some funny definitions of that beer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I remember those bottles, man. I actually remember drinking out of those bottles. It was
Yeah.
almost like the Michelob bottle, except it wasn't the total hourglass. They were kind of like standing around through here. And I remember when they stopped.
Do you guys remember when Michelob was Michelob Dark?
Yep.
It was Michelob Dark, and there
We
was,
could get Michelob Dark here for a while.
oh
I
my
have bottles.
god!
I have 2 different bottles of it with the beer still in it.
What is that? Someone's drawers? Looks like an
Oh,
elastic band up top.
Pizza Space Travel. 1984, that says? Okay.
That's pretty cool. That's what all the craft breweries are doing now to their beer to sell is they put can art on it.
This is from 1984. Yeah.
You can call me Jay. You can call me Drewski. You can call me Nature Boy. You can call me Ramble.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here with you guys and
You got your Coca-Cola ready?
act like I have something spectacular. I just have a little, I got Benchmark. Okay.
That's all right.
That's
I
okay.
didn't even
All
want
right.
to
Wrong with that.
That's
That's a pretty good one. It's about like this one. Let me see.
and I chase it with. I'm chasing it with.
Have you ever tried this,
Trying to
Drewski?
cut down on my sugar. Ancient age?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I think it's made by the same company that makes what you're drinking. This
Oh,
is a
that's-
Buffalo Trace product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is a Buffalo Trace.
It's like Buffalo Trace Light to me. I mean,
I've
light,
always liked this for the price, man. I mean,
almost the same price.
I sometimes prefer this over Jim Beam.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, benchmark. If
Do you got
haven't tried
Drewski,
it-
you got a cup? You got a cup to put it in? The are you gonna drink it straight?
Oh, okay, yeah. I
We're
forget.
gonna drink it straight, you know.
No, I'll get one. We're doing it.
Got a new chair, huh?
Be careful, man. So, but yeah, benchmark 8. I like the top. I think which one I brought to Fandango Friday or Sunday Thursday. I think I brought the top floor. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Mine was 90 proof or 86 proof. I don't
86, 86, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even know.
I haven't tried the foolproof. I know that's like way high.
Oh, yeah, like
I
100.
always get
Can't do that. Can't do
Look at
that.
the Jim Beam cups. I got tons of them. I actually have
Nice.
ones over here. But
Man, those must be from the old days. Look how thick.
Oh
they are.
man, I'm a sucker for when you get the winter
Yeah, around
gift
Christmas, gift
the
packs,
gift
right?
packs. Oh my god. I
Yeah.
got tons of them, dude. I got so many of those.
Send them to Louisiana. We'll put them to good use.
Here's the ingredients for natural light: water, corn syrup, malted barley, rice, hops, hop extract, and malt extract.
Where's the wheat?
No wheat.
I have so many.
So basically, it's corn, barley, rice, water, and hops and yeast.
Yep.
And what kind of hops do they use? Do you know?
Oh, they won't tell you. They won't tell. 95 calories, so it's light. Carbohydrates, 3.2 carbs.
Oh man, I'm telling you right now, this is all day with this. You barbecuing or you meeting a group of folks to hang out with. This is all day sipper.
Yep. Now Drewski's gonna tell us. Now y'all see the website here?
Sure do.
Yeah, benchmark. Yes, sir.
It's not bad. All right, I'm gonna do a shot. Here you go.
Do a shot.
Now tell us if you agree with their description of the product. You want to read the description? Or you want-
Most of you are gonna agree with
Blow up the text so we can all can see it without telescopes. There you go.
To me, because I'm a Jim Beam drinker, I mean, that's my thing. I drink Jim Beam. I drink that. But to me, this is just whenever like I get bored of Jim Beam or I need a break from Jim Beam, it's my go-to, dude. It's my go-to, and it's cheaper for one, and for two, I like it. Damn near. I like it. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna say it right now. I like it just as much as Jim Beam.
Okay.
I don't get a fucking bad hangover, and fucking it treats me good.
All right, well, hold
And
on.
it's flavorful. It's got the flavor.
What about the tasting notes? Do you find that what you're tasting matches what they're saying on the website?
I think the flavor is on point. I mean, as far as like a cheaper bourbon goes, I think that it's on point. I mean, unless you're going up to like Elijah Craig or something like that, or like Evan Williams 1790 or whatever the hell that is. What? Not normal Evan Williams, but you know what I'm talking about. That
Yeah.
one. I think the flavor notes are on point, great, and it's just a good. It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm a bourbon drinker, and I kind of know my bourbons a little bit. Like I tell you what, dude, I've drank that Hunter, and I know,
Talking about Canadian Hunter. Okay.
I know. Yeah, I've watched you, the Canadian Hunter. I used to, when I was like in Canadian LTD and shit.
Yeah, Canadian Limited. Yeah.
That dude. I used to do that when I was young because it's like, what is it, $7 a fifth? Whoa, we go get real. I forgot. I can't say the F word. We'll get real messed up for cheap, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. But as far as like the bourbon line goes of cheap whiskeys, Benchmark is.
Now, if you notice something, Benchmark, I'm looking at old advertisements from 50 years ago. If you notice, it used to be 86 proof for the standard. The standard was 86 proof, but they dropped it to 80. And we all talked about that in the past, how they dropped all these.
It's a thing of Seagram's. It's a Seagram's product.
They
Seagram
sold
doesn't exist anymore.
Seagram's. Yeah, they sold it to Sazerac.
Oh wow!
Yeah. The Seagram's people decided to sell all their products and get out of the liquor business. So what?
I did not know.
Yeah, so they dropped the Seagram's name because it's not Seagram's anymore. And it used to be Seagram's Canadian Hunter, and it was Seagram's Crown Royal, but they dropped the name because they don't make it anymore. So.
Well, you are the liquor, or you're the liquor genius.
Yeah, well, I just research it, you know. But so okay, so I was trying to ask you if the flavors match what the website said, but don't worry about that. So, but you like it, okay?
Yeah, I really do. It's really good, in my opinion. For cheaper bourbon, thumbs up for me.
Okay, now we're gonna do the scores, and then we'll come back after that and do any show and tell. Okay, so Desert Daydream. I like the flavor. I enjoy drinking it. It's all gone now. The can's gone. You know, I drink it all. My problem with it is not the ABV. 6.5 is fair. No problem there. It tastes good. It's drinkable. Goes down smooth. Well made. Nothing. No problem. But come on, man. It's not really an India Pale Ale. Why don't they just call it Desert Drinker? Why don't they call it Desert Daydream Pale Ale? It's a good pale ale, but when you drink this, you do not think this is an India Pale Ale. I'm sorry. So therefore, I got to dock it. You know, I would give it like a 93, but I'm going to give it an 83 because I think they're taking a lot of pale ales and they're marketing them as India Pale Ales just to sell them, and it's not fair to the consumer.
And to me, I think IPAs they were really hyped. And I'm sorry I didn't want to interrupt, but I think they're going out of style. They're going out of style. Don't get me wrong. Like back in the day, I used to love the IPAs, the super strong ones too. Like, ooh, the stronger the better. Like the 12-point blah 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 blah. Oh, the stronger. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I think they are going to lose popularity if they keep screwing around with the style, you know. So that's what I'm going to score, and I'm going to come back with show and tell in a minute. So now John's going to give a score for this fantastic craft style white beer.
Can't hear you.
Sorry. I had to put something on mute. I had to put something on mute.
Yeah,
more talk.
The Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the game right now. It's right now very competitive between France and USA women's.
Coming down to the bitter end.
Absolutely.
France won.
Like yesterday.
I watched it this
Very
morning.
good ending yesterday. So I'm going to give Maltalk. I'm going to give the Outlaw Mile High Light Beer for what it is. I can't see myself. $9.99, yeah, is reasonable now for a 12-pack. For this, it's on the same level that. But is it going to be on the same level as the other ones that have been more well established? I'm sure they're going to try to make its way, and I'm sure I guess this company is trying to say, hey, we want to compete with the other beer companies, but but the price $9.99 for a 12-pack, I guess reasonable compared to other things you find. But I think their other light beers are a lot better than this. This is good. I'm gonna go 87 out of 100. Seems reasonable. It's not Busch Light. It's not Natural Light. It's not Keystone Light, and definitely not the premium beers like Bud Light and Coors Light or Miller Lite. Oh yeah, I guess you did see some of the pictures that they brought back Miller High Life Light back.
Yeah, but it looks like the distribution is very limited.
So one can hope it comes to Georgia and
I
comes to
still
Europe.
understand why they brought that beer back. It was not successful when it was in our region.
Miller High Life Light, I bought it alive.
In our region, it was not successful. The whole area's got so much light beer. I really don't think that they're doing themselves justice by bringing in another light beer.
It did okay, but it wasn't like people were running to buy it all the time. No.
So what do they buy
doesn't
now?
really sell. I mean, there is a following with High Life, just like there is PBR in this area. So why would you bring in a light beer when it's just a following? You don't have dramatic sales all over the place.
I don't know. It's a good question. Why did they? They used to sell Schaefer Light, but I didn't see a whole lot of people buying it.
Their marketing teams make marketing decisions right now. This is probably just because they want to see what's going to happen. But it's probably going to, if they bring it in our area, it's going to be in and out in a couple of months.
Yeah. Now, what are you trying to say, Jean?
So what? So Natural Light, Keystone Light, Busch Light, Milwaukee's Best Light. Those are the big sellers in your area, Dave.
Michelob Ultra, Michelob Light, all the light beers they sell. I mean, so I don't know why they would take another light beer. I'll take a version of a beer itself that's almost a light beer and make it even lighter and bring it. It's just like Busch and Busch Light. I don't understand that either.
Do y'all get Old Milwaukee Light?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We do get here.
In certain areas.
Well, barely. If you go to Lafayette, if you go to
don't sell this area, they either drink one. They drink 3 light beers predominantly.
Okay, which are they?
Well, you can already guess which ones they are.
All right, Milwaukee's Best Light.
No,
Miller Lite, Bud Light,
Busch Light, Miller Light, Bud Light.
Yeah, Michelob.
Half
All right, 4.
I mean,
You're right. There's 4 predominant.
Make Ultra's too expensive for me. So
yeah, and and then the low ends ones are the natural light and Keystone Light, and those sell. So I don't know why you're gonna bring in Miller High Light in an area, and it's gonna cost just as much, or it's gonna be very close to your premium light brands. I just don't see it.
Yeah, it's just like they used to sell Bud Ice Light, but that didn't really. Nobody bought that, so they stopped making Bud Ice Light.
yeah.
What?
Okay,
Did
now
they ever do that? What? Are you serious? They did that?
Yeah, I used to have bottles of it, but I threw them out because I didn't have room for them. Now we're gonna go to the score for Natural Light.
It's clean, crisp, refreshing.
Bud Ice Light.
Oh,
you can't go wrong with this one. I'm gonna give it a 93. In the class of light beers, it's very good. I mean, I could show you one light beer that's fantastic, but it's also going to cost you a little money. So I'm not going to show it at this time.
Oh,
Okay.
Michelob Ultra.
No, Amstel Light.
Well, okay.
I guess that yeah, they sell a few of those every month in Louisiana. They might, a little handful. It's good though.
I was lucky enough to find it. Now I looked at the price in Returns and I could not believe what they were asking for that beer.
It was high, huh?
$10.39 before tax
For a 6-pack.
for a 6-pack. I got it at Majaria's in Luling or Boutique, whichever area they're calling that, for $8.99.
Yeah, boutique, $8.99. Yeah,
$8.99, just the other side of the river. So, I mean, to me, you're saving over $1 on a premium, real good light beer, as opposed to something that's, a real good. It's in its own class, but this is also considered to be like not as good as other premiums. So.
Well, seeing as how you're doing light beers, hold on. I'm gonna go get. It's not a light. It's a stout, but it's.
No, wait. Before you do that, what's the score for Benchmark Old Number 8 bourbon?
My score on this, because I like it. A score out of what? 1 to 10?
0 out of 100.
Yeah.
Oh, 100.
Hey.
I'll explain it to you if you like me to. In the 90s would be excellent. The 80s would be good. The 70s would be fair. The 60s would be bad. Anything below 60, you couldn't drink.
70 definitely, because I like it.
Like around what number?
79.
So a C plus. A C plus.
C plus.
All right, that's fair.
It's a fair score.
Now, what do you want to show us? Because we're about to do
I'm gonna go. I got one of those. I showed you before, but
we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you on the show and tell part.
Hey, Jay, bring that guy Duck Sauce 3. Yeah, I said, yeah, it does have a weird aftertaste to me. It does. It has, again, that sort of cream ale feel. Go back up.
All right.
Sauce 3.
He was saying that it had a strange taste.
It has a weird aftertaste, of the Outlaw. It kind of does,
You said it tastes like duck
cream ale.
sauce.
Oh, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, Outlaw has a weird. Yeah, it has a bit of a weird aftertaste, man. Yeah, a little bit. I'd say like a cream ale sort of thing. That made it a little off-putting, but
Okay, now as far as show and tell, this Wednesday we have beers for warm weather. Some people may not be able to join because of scheduling conflicts or whatever, but
beers for warm weather. I can make a case for a sour or a chelada, right? For warm weather.
As long as you can make the case for it.
Whatever you want to call it.
If you bring an imperial stout,
Pretty much on you.
Yeah, if you bring an imperial stout and say it's good for warm weather, I might disagree, but I don't think too many people.
It's the oldie stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get from Aldi's.
We're gonna get to.
It is a light beer.
I might go to Aldi later on today. All right. As far as promos, also next Sunday is Super Sunday. This Friday coming up, 9 and 7, 16. The 16th of August is Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur?
Will not be joining for Fandango, so give my best to everybody.
I'm sorry to hear that. And then I've been doing my Dawn Busters with rum, and that rum's been pretty good. I gotta admit that rum's been holding its own. You would think.
I don't know how you get up so early and do this.
I'll go to sleep early, and then you would think the Winn-Dixie rum. You think Winn-Dixie rum would be bad?
Function the rest of the day and go off and do things.
My knees hurt. Oh man.
I don't know what John's doing, but anyway, I do go off and do other things. But anyway, I thought the Winn-Dixie rum would be bad, but it's actually pretty good. Now here's one coming up called WD Winn-Dixie Premium Tequila.
Oh, come on. Jeez, more garbage. hobo stuff.
Well, they don't. No, they don't say. They don't claim it's hobo. Although they could be a little more careful.
Win Dixie means hobo.
They could be careful. They could be a little carefuler with their label. This is their gold tequila. Their dark tequila. But look at the label carefully.
I'm like Ron. When I spot a good price, I like to grab it. You know, I mean,
Yeah, you see a problem with the label?
Wait, why does it say silver on the label, but you introduced it as gold?
They put the wrong label on it.
Where does it say gold at?
They just put the wrong label on it. It doesn't say gold.
this is darn.
So maybe it's just silver that's gold color.
4.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't be tampering with somebody's advertisement. You could get sued, you know.
No, they just because if you go to Winn-Dixie, they got two labels. They got silver, which is clear, and they've got gold, which is dark like this one. It's just that at the factory they put the wrong label on it. That's funny.
Nice pass. Yes.
All right, so that's what's coming up at the end of the week. Winn-Dixie Tequila. We'll see how it does in competition. It might hold its own against like Jose Cuervo Gold, actually, but
That's up to Ron's palate to decide.
it was eight. Yeah, it was. I paid $17.99 for that bottle. Now the price is going to $18.99. All right, now Nature Boy is going to give us any show and tell or anything like that. Maybe.
Who should be coming back? Should be coming back soon. Cooper. Nice layer by Cooper.
I don't have any show and tell.
Oh, okay.
Show and tell.
Jean has some.
I don't, guys. I'm sorry. I'll do that review this week. Of that. I still got that hazy IPA from Wicked Weed. I haven't done it. I haven't done a lot of reviews, guys. I've just been.
I got one beer I'll show. Let me get it.
Hey, and
I'm trying. I'm gonna get back into it. You know, I got a couple of things I got coming up in August. I just had to celebrate someone's birthday, take care of that, and spend some money. Spend some money now coming up for a trip coming up to Savannah next week. So yeah. So after get to the first week of September, then things should get back to doing my reviews again. So I've just been doing filler 49% filler liquor.
Did I show this one already?
that's actually true. That's actually.
So yeah.
Another one of Perlu made up, invented things. It's a West Coast style.
No, I've never seen that. Show the front of it.
Yeah, it's got like your mama and them's old girl camouflage going on with it, you know. And this is called Every Silver Line. Yeah, it's got a gold top on. Silver can with a gold top. No manufactured date. It's from a local nano brewery called Perlu, or as Ron would call it, Parlu Beer Lab, New Orleans. It claims that it is a West Coast style IPA at 8% alcohol. So this would be a DAP up.
Come on, shoot the ball, shoot it.
Coming
Are
to
you gonna take a drink of it, or are you gonna test that?
He's gonna drink it one day.
Oh wow, travel.
we're gonna do a review on this later, probably next week or something like that. Next week or the following week.
Well, this is an Aldi's beer. You can get it at Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
This is McGuire's, and I'll tell you what, for the goddamn price.
All right. Watch the language.
For the goddamn price point, it's
Right.
pretty good. I like it. It's
The price point's pretty good. So did you pay $7.99 for a 6-pack of that? And is that a nitro?
I don't even remember.
No, it's not a nitro. No.
I was checking out. I was literally in the checkout line, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And there was nobody behind me, so I was like, I ran up and grabbed it. I was like, oh.
I prefer their Irish style red ale. Actually,
Gotta make your free throws. Damn it.
you ought to try. If you ever see that Irish style red ale, check it out.
McGuire. I just wish all these do singles, man. It would, man. There's a lot of beer that I want to try there. I did the.
That beer is so cheap. 6-packs are not that expensive.
I know. Well, I did the.
If you're at Aldi,
Got the
try it out.
range, Wild Range IPA, and
It's
you
good.
got the Holland beer, Brennan's.
I got some from. I went to Aldi this morning before the show, and I got some of those German beers they have.
Reineken Schooner, right? Reineken Schooner, right? That's the one, Jay?
Oh, Ernest Gruner, yeah.
Reineken Schooner, yeah. Did that one? Did a review of that one. $6.99. Then you got their wannabe beer that reminds you of Corona, the Montego, whatever it is. What is it?
What is it?
Monterey, yeah. And then you got another one called Costiva, right? Something like that with a C.
Covista, that's no good.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's a wannabe beer? It's like
a wannabe Corona. You know, if you look at the packaging, Drewski, if you go to look at the packaging, it looks eerily similar to some of the national brands, the other brands that we know of. Am I correct, Mr. T?
It might be better.
It's like a Corona knockoff, except it's actually maybe better than Corona.
Yeah,
but the price wise is good.
Oh, like Trader Joe's, Trader Jose.
Trader Jose, that's good.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll stand by this. I'll stand by my opinion on this. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's good. Okay.
It's wearing earrings.
All right. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, folks,
fun Sunday.
Thanks for joining, everybody. And
I got no pool to go to today.
You ever had a lion stout?
I've heard of lion stout. It comes from Pennsylvania, but we don't get it here.
Lion stout. This kind of reminds me of that, but lion stout's better than this. Well, lion stout's also 8. I think it's 8%.
You ever had? Have you ever had? What's that one from the Philippines? Red.
Lao.
No, it's red. It's called red something beer. It's 8%. What's the name of that stuff?
Red Dragon.
Red Horse beer. It's from the Philippines. It's made by San Miguel. It's their malt liquor. It's 8%.
Where would one find such a beer like that?
No, I haven't.
I found it at Golden City Market in Metairie, Louisiana. Red Horse Ale.
You go to these international markets like me. I got Super H Market here, and I got a couple other Japanese markets. Holy shit! Down by one point. Sorry, yeah. But you go to these markets, you got all these different Euro style beers, Japanese beers from Asia, whatnot. The Oriental Brewing Company, Terra, Cass. Remember Cass Fresh. No.
Yeah, Cass from Korea.
Yeah, Korea. All these great beers, and they're pretty good. So I'm not gonna get singles at pretty easily. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get me some. I already had brunch. I'm gonna wait till later for dinner and get me a brew. But right now, I'm all right.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me, man.
I already had lunch.
You're welcome.
Brunch. I had brunch.
You're welcome. Anybody's welcome anytime. Just control yourself. Use good language. Give a good review, and you can come every week.
Oh shoot!
I know you didn't put the thing in there. I found you on the
Let me ask
thingamajig.
y'all a question,
Yeah, on the Hangout link. Okay, what?
particularly John.
Yeah.
So on the men's relay race, there's a relay team. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they chose to put in the 16-year-old runner into the qualifying match, you know, he almost blew the chance for them getting into the final relay race.
Yeah.
Are you paying attention?
I am. Listen.
Okay. What else say?
About the race, and the gentleman almost blew the chance to win for Team
did?
USA.
Who almost blew the chance?
The Team USA.
The 16-year-old did.
Right.
So he wasn't in the final race.
No, he wasn't.
But
The men's race, relay race, was a lot more closer than the women's.
But he got a gold medal.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the stands. I don't think that's fair. If you're not going to be in the race contributing to the win of a gold medal, I don't think you should get a gold medal.
Yeah.
Just so you can be listed as the youngest
anchor
gold
replacement,
medal.
I guess, you know. So
I saw that, and he was sitting in the sidelines like a fan. And all of a sudden, they go up to him and they give him a gold medal. And I'm like, what did he get a gold medal for?
Being a good fan. He got a gold medal for being a good fan. All right.
yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching.
Negative. That's not the reason why he got a gold medal.
He was part of the team. He helped them get there,
Right.
I guess.